Good evening, gamers, and welcome to the Solo Gamers Club. Tonight is episode 4 of my playthrough of Last Night on Earth, the zombie game, and we're playing the Left Behind scenario. The zombies have managed to kill one hero. If they can kill 2 more, the heroes will lose the scenario. In order to win, the heroes have to survive until sundown. I have a few corrections and oversights that I had committed during the course of the playthrough. The first one is I have not been giving the zombies XP for all the wounds that they have inflicted on the heroes. And the zombies should have collected 11 XP, and they're going to use those immediately to purchase zombie upgrades. The other correction was when the Don't Go in the Farmhouse card was played. As a part of that, they should have added a spawning pit to the farmhouse. So we're going to do that now as well. And we'll be adding a spawning pit right here. All right, now we're going to purchase our zombie upgrades. The zombies have accumulated 11 XP, so that means they will be able to buy 3 upgrades, and that will leave them with 2 XP tokens remaining. So we're going to spend those 9 XP, and we're going to draw 3 zombie upgrade cards. Okay, here's the zombie upgrade deck. We'll give that a cut, and then we're going to draw the 3 upgrades. Here's their first one. Secretly Bitten. Select a random hero. That hero gains an infected marker. 1 use. All right, that's a pretty valuable card for them. Second upgrade is Starving Dead. Reveal the top 5 cards of the hero deck and remove them from the game, except any scenario search items. 1 use. All right, and their final card is Concussion. Select a random hero. That hero must discard a hero upgrade or lose all experience tokens if they have no hero upgrades. 1 use. Okay, so that is their selection of zombie upgrade cards. And we'll begin the new turn. This is going to be a zombie turn, and we'll start with moving the sun track. That will move it from 6 to 5. 5 turns until sunrise. Next is the draw new zombie cards. 1 card will be discarded, the despair card that wasn't used, and they're going to draw 3 fresh zombie cards. First one is Infected. Play when a hero takes a wound from a zombie in a fight. Place an infected marker on that hero. Okay, here's the next one. We have I Have a Bad Feeling. Play at the start of a hero turn to choose a space. Any hero in that space at the end of the hero turn automatically takes a wound. And finally, we have Unrelenting Attack. Play at the end of a fight with a zombie to let the zombie immediately fight again. Okay, so those are some valuable cards. We'll organize those in an order that they might be played. And now I think the zombies are going to play some of their upgrade cards. And this is going to be pretty bad for the heroes because they are going to play Secretly Bitten to start out with. Select a random hero. That hero gains an infected marker. Now if it ends up to be Victor, that's going to kill him because once you take 2 infections, you're dead. So we're going to have to determine a random hero. We have 5 heroes, and I think what we'll do is we'll roll a d10, and we'll start at the top of the list with Victor. He'll be a 1 or 2. Nikki will be 3, 4. Sister Ophelia is 5, 6. Sam will be 7, 8. And Agent Carter will be 9, 10. Okay, here's our roll to determine the random hero that is now infected. That's 9. That will be Agent Carter. So we're going to give Agent Carter an infected marker. Okay, Agent Carter's at the south end of town. And now he is infected. And that card is a one use only. That will go to the discard pile. Okay, their second card they're going to play is reveal the top 5 cards. It's called Starving Dead. Reveal the top 5 cards from the hero deck and remove them from the game, except any scenario search items. Well, there are no search items on this scenario, so the top 5 cards of the hero deck are going to be gone. And those have been revealed to be Doc Brody, County Physician, Gasoline, a Signal Flare, Emergency Flare, and Stockpile First Aid. So those cards are removed from the game. And then their last upgrade card, they're going to use that right away too. And that one is Concussion. Select a random hero. That hero must discard a hero upgrade or lose all experience tokens if they have no hero upgrades, one use. So we'll do the same random determination using a D10. And here's the roll. He rolled a 2, so that's going to be Victor. And unfortunately, Victor does have a hero upgrade, and that is the Shrug It Off card. Anytime a hero would take a wound, roll a d6. On a roll of 5 or better, prevent that wound. So that was a pretty powerful upgrade, but that is no longer. Those will all be discarded now. And now the heroes are going to take their scenario special action, and that is where they'll roll a d6, and they'll be able to move that many zombies one space. And that's in addition to their normal move cycle. So here's the roll. They rolled a 3, so 3 zombies will be able to move a space. And I think what we'll do is we're going to close on these heroes in the center of the board. So we're going to move one there, and one there. And now it's step 4, move zombies. So all the zombies are going to move a single space. And we'll start in the southwest quadrant, and we'll start moving those zombies one space. Okay, these are going to attack. Well, that's going to be a big battle there. Move into the northeast quadrant. And that completes zombie movement. It looks like we're going to have one very large battle in the center of the board. And now we move to step 5, fight heroes. There will be one fight. We have a group here of 3 zombies and 2 heroes. So each of the zombies is going to attack one of the heroes, and then the third zombie will fight either hero that we choose. We'll start out with the brown zombie attacking Victor. Victor has no wounds, but he is infected. So we'll first start out to determine whether that zombie is going to have a zombie card available. Roll of 9 or 10, and we'll draw a zombie fight card. He rolled a 6, so there's no card. Victor has no hand weapons to use, so we're going to have a straight up fight. It will be 2 dice versus 1, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, here's the roll. And it looks like Victor won 6-3, so he's fended off that zombie. All right. Our next attack is going to be the green zombie attacking Nikki. And we'll roll for a zombie fight card for that green zombie. Here's the roll. Rolled a 2, so we have no zombie card. And Nikki has one item she can use, and that's called the push broom. And that's a double-handed item, and that allows her to win a fight on a tie. So we'll make that fight roll. That'll be 2 cards. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 dice for Nikki and 1 for the zombie. And she's going to win on ties. Here's the roll. And that time the zombie won 4-3. So Nikki is going to take a wound. And we'll add that wound to her card. And the zombies are going to play a couple of zombie cards. And one of them is infected. Play when a hero takes a wound from a zombie in a fight. Place an infected marker on that hero. So now Nikki is also infected. All right. And we have one more card they're going to play. And that's the Unrelenting Attack. Play at the end of a fight with a zombie to let that zombie immediately fight again. So that will happen again with Nikki now. We're going to roll for a zombie fight card. And they rolled a 4, so there's no card. Nikki is going to use her push broom. And that means she'll be able to win on ties. Okay, here's the roll. And that time Nikki won 6-3. So she was able to fend off that zombie. All right. Okay, the zombies would have earned an XP for the wound on Nikki, and they're going to use their 3 XP that they have total now to draw a new zombie upgrade. And they end up with end of the line. Anytime a hero event card is played, roll a d6. On a roll of 6, cancel the card. If there is more than one end of the line in play, roll once to cancel on a 5 or 6 instead. So this appears to be an ongoing card, and that's going to make things difficult for the hero player. So we'll put that out as an ongoing card, although it does not say that it remains in play, but it says any time. So I have to assume that that's the case. So they've spent those XP points, put those back in the supply, and that will finish step 5, fight heroes. Now it's step 6, place newly spawned zombies. So we're going to roll a d6, and the zombies will gain spawn points. They rolled a 5, so they have 5 spawn points. And they're going to use some of those spawn points now to not only bring in new zombies, but they're going to use the grave weapons option. And I think what they'll do is they're going to give this zombie a grave weapon. And we have to spend 2 spawn points to do that. That would drop our spawn point total to 3. And we draw a card from the grave weapons deck and find out the special ability of that zombie. That is blood spray. If this zombie is killed while in the same space as a hero, transfer this card to that hero if more than one zombie's choice. Once transferred, this card counts as a remains in play zombie card. Next time that hero takes a wound, they are instead turned into a zombie hero. All right, so we're going to mark that zombie with the blood spray grave weapon. Okay, so we're going to mark that zombie with the blood spray token, and we'll leave that card out as a reference for that. All right. And then the zombies still have 3 spawn points left, and they're going to spawn 3 standard zombies. Okay, those newly spawned zombies went at these spawn points, these 3. And we have one last step, and that's the fire phase. We have to roll for currently active fires on the board. We have one here that is active. This one, it was a new fire. So we're only going to be rolling for that first one, and we're going to roll a d6. On a roll of 1, it goes out. On a 2 to 4, there's no effect. And on a 5 or 6, it will spread. Here's the roll. Rolled a 3, so it's no effect. Fire will stay intact. And then all we do now is we're going to flip this to an active fire, and that will complete the fire phase, and we'll move on to the hero turns. All right, now it's the hero turn segment, and we've got one hero has been killed already. That was Father Joseph, and we have several heroes that are infected. The worst wounded is Sam. He has 4 of his now 5 wound boxes. Agent Carter has 2 out of his 3 wound boxes. And Nikki bush pilot has one of her 3 wound boxes filled. So we're going to have to be careful on how we handle this. Okay, I think I'll begin the step by activating Nikki. She's going to roll for movement. She rolled a 5, so I'm going to try to get her away from these zombies, and I'll try to get her into a building. So I think what we'll do is she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll kind of get her out of the way, so to speak. She wasn't able to enter a building, but she has no ranged weapons, and there are no zombies in her space, so we will mark her as previously activated, and that will end her turn. Now we'll move on to Victor, the escaped prisoner. We'll roll for his movement. He rolled a 2. Okay, so Victor will be able to move 2 spaces. And I think we'll move him 1 and 2. All right, and Victor is going to utilize in his ranged attack segment, I think he's going to use his pump shotgun. It has a range of 2. And he's going to target these zombies. There's 3 of them in there, and he's able to roll a d6 for each zombie in that space. Any zombie is hit on a roll of 3 or greater, and each time the shotgun is fired, we're going to roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, the shotgun is out of ammo. So that basically is a very effective weapon in that it allows him to shoot multiple times in the same turn. So that's what we'll do. He's going to target at a range of 2. 1, 2. He'll target that space with the 3 zombies that allow him to roll a die for each. And on any rolls of 3 or greater, he will have taken those zombies out. Here's the roll. And he ended up with 2 hits. So 2 zombies are taken out. And Victor is going to earn 2 XP points for that. The 3rd die missed. And now we're going to roll to see if the shotgun is out of ammo. And that's on a 1 or 2. It's not. So he'll be able to keep that. These zombies will be returned to the zombie pool. And Victor earned himself 2 XPs. And that's going to end Victor's turn. We'll mark him as previously activated. And now we're going to activate Sam the cook. He's in the cornfield right now. He has 4 of his 5 wound boxes are filled. The zombies are going to play a card called I Have a Bad Feeling. Play at the start of a hero turn to choose a space. Any hero in that space at the end of the hero turn automatically takes a wound. So they're going to play that on Sam's location. We'll leave that out there. And if Sam doesn't move during the turn, he's going to take a wound, so he has to move. We're going to make a roll now for Sam's movement. He rolled a 1, so he has only 1 space of movement. And I think all he can do is he'll move. He has to keep in cover. I think we'll just move him 1 space here, deeper into the cornfield. And that's going to end Sam's turn. He has no ranged attack capability, and there are no zombies in the space. So we'll mark him as previously activated. And that leaves us with Sister Ophelia and Agent Carter. I think what we'll do is we're going to activate Sister Ophelia. She has no ranged weapons at the time. She does have a flashlight that allows her to discard a card just drawn during a search and to redraw. So I think what we'll do is we'll roll for her movement first. She rolled a 5, so she has 5 movement points available. But I think in the situation she's in, she's going to draw a card from the hero deck. She'll search. And she ends up with a pump shotgun. Range of 2. That's very, very valuable. So now she has a pump shotgun, and we'll put that on her card. And now we're going to go to the ranged attack step. And she's going to target this zombie here, and she's going to use her pump shotgun. So that will allow her to roll a d6, and she's going to kill that zombie on a roll of 3 or better. So let's see if she's successful with that. Here's the roll. Rolled a 2. That's a miss. All right, now we have to roll to see if the shotgun is out of ammo. It's a 1 or 2 and it's discarded. She rolled a 3, so she'll be able to maintain possession of the shotgun, but unfortunately she missed on her ranged attack. So that is going to end Sister Ophelia's activation. And now all we have left is Agent Carter. Okay, Agent Carter is going to activate. He's got 2 of his 3 wound boxes filled. He does have 1 XP at the moment, so we're going to roll for his movement. He rolled a 5. All right. I think Agent Carter is going to move into the building. He's going to move 1, 2. He'll join Sister Ophelia. And now for his ranged attack, he's going to use his pistol. And his pistol allows him 2 attacks during the ranged attack segment. So we're going to do that. He's going to target this zombie here. And hopefully with the 2 different attacks that he has available, he'll be able to take it out. So we're going to roll a d6 on a 4 or greater. It's a hit. Here's his roll. He rolled a 1. On any roll of a 1, the pistol is out of ammo and is discarded. Absolutely terrible luck for the heroes. Pistol is now discarded. He will not have his second ranged attack available. And I think the zombies are going to play, the heroes are going to play a card. They're going to play Lizzie the shopkeeper. Play this card at the start of a hero turn. Well, I should have played it at the start, but I'm going to play that now. On any building, the hero may kill any zombie beaten in a fight within this building. Discard if any other card is played that targets this building randomly or otherwise remains in play. We're going to play that on the gym, and Lizzie's going to help to defend that gym. We'll leave the card there as a reminder. All right, and that is going to end Agent Carter's activation and the hero turn, and we'll commence another zombie turn. Okay, we'll start a new zombie turn, and we'll start that with the move the sun tracks step. We're out now 4 turns away from sunrise, and now we'll move on to draw new zombie cards. The zombies will draw 3 cards to fill their hand. And their first card is Nowhere to Run. Play immediately. Immediately reveal and discard the top 10 hero cards. If this discards the last hero card, the heroes automatically lose. All right, we'll discard 10 hero cards. And the 10 hero cards that we're discarding are Investigation, Catch, Police Shotgun, Brilliant Idea, Jacket, Logging Axe, Textbook, Keys, Mr. Hyde the Shop Teacher, and Farmer Sty. So those are discarded. Okay, the next zombie card is Locked Door. Play this card when a hero tries to move through a door. The door is locked and the hero's move ends in that space before the door. All right, and their final card is They're Coming from the. Play immediately. Roll a random building and place a taken over marker on it as well as a new spawning pit. No hero may enter the building or search here. If the building has already been taken over, re-roll, remains in play. All right, before we do that, though, the heroes are going to play a card called Jeb, the Grease Monkey. Immediately cancel any zombie card, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to cancel that They're Coming from the, in this case, Jim. So that's going to cancel that card, and we won't have to do that. So that worked out pretty well for the heroes. We'll place the Locked Door card in their inventory to use during the turn. And before I can actually play that, though, we have to use this end of the line zombie upgrade. And that reads, anytime a hero event card is played, roll a d6. On a roll of 6, the card is canceled. So if we roll a 6, the zombie card, or I'm sorry, the hero card that they played to cancel that zombie card would be nullified. So here's the roll. They rolled a 5, so no trouble with that, but it was close. Okay, now we're going to roll for the zombies' scenario move ability, and that'll be a d6 roll, and they'll be able to move that many zombies one space. They rolled a 4, so 4 zombies will move one space. And I think we'll obviously move these. One there. One there, that's 2, 3, and 4. We'll move them there, 4. All right, that's their special move action. We're going to go on to step 4, move zombies. Okay, step 4, move zombies. We'll start with the southwest quadrant, and we'll move all of those zombies one space. It'll be the one with the blood spray ability, grave weapon ability, is attacking Sam. This one will move out. We'll move out to the northwest quadrant, and I think that zombie will move towards Nikki. Got no other zombies up there. These zombies are going to attack. And I think what we'll do is we'll have separate attacks. This one will go into the gym and attack the 2 heroes there, and then this one will attack Victor outside the gym. Okay. Okay, now we go to step 5, fight heroes, and we'll have 3 different fights on the board. There'll be the fight with Sam in the cornfield, the fight with Victor outside the gym, and the fight with Sister Ophelia and Agent Carter in the gym. We'll start out with the attack on Sam. Now, he's in a cornfield, so the zombies have to roll a 4 or greater in order to find him in there and actually commence the attack. So we'll make that roll. They rolled a 5, so it is an active attack. Sam has no cards he can play. We'll determine whether the zombies have a fight card or not. That'll be a d10 roll. They rolled an 8, so they have no card. So Sam is going to get his 2 dice. The zombie will have his 1. And we'll see what happens. If Sam takes a wound, he will become the second zombie hero. All right, here's the roll. And Sam was able to fend them off 6-1. Thank goodness. All right, so that will conclude that fight. And we'll move on to the one with Victor. Okay, Victor has no ranged weapons, so he won't be getting any additional dice. We'll roll for the zombie to see if he has a fight card. And yeah, he rolled a 10, so he's going to draw a fight card. And that one is revealed. Feels no pain. Fight. Play this card to let a zombie re-roll any number of its fight dice, or play to prevent a zombie from being instantly killed. All right, so that is active. We're going to roll 2 dice for Victor and 1 for the zombie, and we'll find out what happens. Here's the roll. Okay, Victor rolled doubles, and it's higher than the zombie's value. So that would be an instant kill. They could use that card to play to prevent a zombie from being instantly killed. I'm going to have to check the rules and see if that is considered an instant kill. I don't believe it is. No, that won't work. The only option they're going to have is play to let the zombie player re-roll any number of its dice. So they will be able to use that as a re-roll. Here's their re-roll. And they rolled a 2, so that is the zombie is dead. Victor was able to kill him with his bare hands, and he's going to earn his 3rd XP. All right. Victor's going to immediately spend those 3 XP, the 1 and the 2 he had before, and he's going to purchase a hero upgrade. And I think he's going to take a melee upgrade. And here's the card. It's called Brawling. The hero may cancel any zombie fight card used against him on a d6 roll of 4+. It can be boosted with 1 XP, and it will state the hero's brawling ability now succeeds on a d6 of 3 or greater. So that's a pretty good card. All right. And now we have one fight left, and that's in the gym. The green zombie will be able to fight against either of the two heroes. It'll obviously have to be Sister Ophelia, as she has no wounds and Agent Carter has 2 wounds. So she's going to step up and battle that zombie. He's going to roll for his zombie card. See if he gets one. He rolled a 1, so no card. Sister Ophelia has no hand weapons that she can use. So she'll be rolling 2 dice, the zombie 1 dice. And with Lizzie the shopkeeper in the gym, a hero may kill any zombie beaten in a fight while in this building. So as long as Sister Ophelia can fend it off, Lizzie will take care of the rest. Here's the roll. And that is true. She has done that. Sister Ophelia wins the fight 3-1. And since they have beaten the zombie in the fight, Lizzie is going to kill him. So that is another dead zombie. In this case, Sister Ophelia will not get an XP though, because this is the actual killing of the zombie was in response to Lizzie the shopkeeper's card. So it does take care of the zombie, though we'll place that into the pool. And that will end the Step 5 Fight Heroes. Now we'll move on to Step 6, and that is spawn newly spawned zombies. Roll a d6, and that many zombies will have that many spawn points. Roll a 5, so we have 5 spawn points. And I think what we'll do is we're going to spend 2 of those spawn points. That'll leave us 3 remaining, and that will allow us to give a grave weapon to any zombie that is not in a space with a hero or adjacent to a hero. So I think we'll select this zombie here that's in the center of the board, and he now has a rusty axe. The zombie rolls an extra fight dice. In addition, before fight dice are rolled, the zombie player may choose one of the hero's hand weapons that they may not use. I apologize, I had to change batteries. It says that in addition, before fight dice are rolled, the zombie player may choose one of the hero's hand weapons that they may not use during the fight. So we're going to replace this zombie with a model that shows a zombie with a rusty axe. So we'll do that. And then this zombie is not placed into the pool because this is just a replacement model for this. I'll keep that off to the side of the board. And we'll keep this card to reference for the rusty axe. All right, that leaves us 3 more spawn points. And they're going to use those for the standard zombies. And they're going to place those at these selected locations near a lot of the heroes. All right, that completes Step 6, place newly spawned zombies. Now we go to a fire phase, and we're going to roll a d6 for each of the active fires and see what happens to them. Roll of 1 is a fire out, 2 to 4, no effect, 5 to 6, the fire will spread. We'll start with this fire first. Roll to 1, the fire is extinguished, it goes out, so that's gone. And the next fire is also gone. Fire goes out, so that's actually helpful, of course, for the heroes. So that was something good that happened, and that's going to end the zombie turn. We'll move on to the hero turns. Okay, we're going to start our hero turns. I think we're going to start with Sam. It seems he's kind of getting surrounded in there, so we're going to activate Sam and move him. So here's his roll for movement. He rolled a 2. Okay, he's very slow. Well, all he can do is try to get out of there. And I think his best bet is to move 1, 2. Or do I keep him in the cornfield? That's the thing. Yeah, I guess we could do that because at least he'd have a 50-50 chance of not being found in there. I think we'll do that. I'll move him 1, 2. That'll keep him in the cornfield, and he's directly adjacent to one of them only. So we'll do that. Sam has no other capabilities of ranged or exchanging items with anyone, so that is going to end Sam's activation. We'll mark him as previously activated. And I think we're going to activate Sister Ophelia. She's currently in the gym. We'll roll for movement for her, but I don't think she's going to be moving. She rolled a 4, but I think we'll leave her there. She's going to conduct a search and see if she can find anything useful. So here's her search. Laying down the law. Event heroic. Play on any hero. Until the start of the next hero turn, that hero rolls an extra fight dice and may add +1 to any rolls to hit with a ranged attack. If played on a law enforcement hero, it remains in play. All right, well, that would probably be a good choice for Agent Carter. He has the law enforcement keyword. So I think she'll do that right now. She's going to play that on Agent Carter. That remains in play. I'm going to play that on his card, so I'll remember that. And that's quite valuable. That is going to give him an extra +1 on any rolls to hit with a ranged attack. All right. Okay, now we can exchange items, and I think we'll do that. Sister Ophelia is going to give the pump shotgun to Agent Carter, and that's because he has a Dead Eye special ability, or I should say hero upgrade, and the Laying Down the Law card. So I think that's a good use of that exchange. She has no ranged weapons now, so that is going to end her activation, and we'll mark her as previously activated. All right, now we're going to activate Agent Carter. He is going to roll for movement. He rolled a 1, so he's going to remain where he is, and he's going to conduct a search. He's going to use his Hunt for Information special ability, and that's instead of searching, may discard the top 3 hero cards to draw 2 cards. So he'll do that. He's going to discard 3 cards, and those cards that are discarded are Dynamite, Recovery, and Sledgehammer. So those are discarded, and he's going to gain 2 hero cards, and he gets Circular Saw. It's a hand weapon. Combat bonus, any zombie the hero beats in a fight by 2 or more is killed, even if no doubles were rolled. It's pretty valuable. Then we have an event card, Near Miss. Play when a hero is about to take a wound. Prevent that wound on a d6 of 3+, or play to cancel any zombie card on a d6 of 3+. We'll put that one into the hero's pool, and the Circular Saw we will add to Agent Carter. That is his second weapon, so he will not be able to have any more weapon cards, and that will end his movement. I meant to say exchange items step. We're going to move now to the ranged attack step, and Agent Carter is going to use his pump shotgun, and he's going to target the zombie at the spawning pit 2 spaces away. The pump shotgun has a range of 2. Agent Carter has a special ability called Deadeye Shot, and that's been boosted, so he not only gets a reroll to a ranged attack, he also gets to add 1 to the range of any ranged attack. So that would bring the range of the pump shotgun up to 3. And he's going to target this zombie, and he is going to roll a d6. He does get to add +1 to any roll now on a ranged attack, with the Laying Down the Law event being active. Okay, here's his roll. He rolled a 2. That's modified to a 3, and that is sufficient to kill the zombie. Agent Carter is going to earn an XP for that. That's his second. And now we have to roll to see if the shotgun is out of ammo. On a roll of 1 or 2, he'll have to discard it. Rolled a 5, so the shotgun is still active. He'll be able to keep that. The zombie will go back into the pool, and we'll add Agent Carter's XP to his card, and that will end his turn. All right, we're going to activate Nikki, and we'll roll a die for her movement. She rolled a 5. Okay, well, I think what we'll do is we'll move her into the diner. 1, 2. and then that'll set her up for a search in the future. She has no ranged weapons. There are no zombies in her space, so that's going to be the sum of her activation. We'll mark her as previously activated. That leaves us Victor. Victor has a ranged weapon, the pump shotgun, and we'll activate him, and he'll roll for movement. He rolled a 5. Okay, I think Victor's going to move out and try to get into the other side of the board. He'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll still place him within 2 spaces of that zombie in the center. And then he's going to use his pump shotgun and target the zombie. So he's going to roll a d6. And on a roll of 3 or greater, the zombie will be dead. Here's his roll. He rolled a 6, so we've killed that zombie with the recently dead special ability. Okay, I have a couple corrections. This wasn't a recently dead, that was the rusty axe. I had the wrong side of the token on, but either way, that zombie is gone, and we're going to remove the rusty axe card and place the original zombie back in the pool, and then that other model goes back into the supply. The second one was when Nikki entered into the diner, the zombies would have played locked door. Play this card when a hero tries to move through a door. The door is locked and the hero's move ends in the space before the door. So her movement would have ended right there. And we're going to place a locked door marker there. And now that door is locked. And that will end the hero turn, and we'll begin a new zombie turn. Okay, we begin with a Move the Sun track. We're down to 3 turns, and then we're going to draw new zombie cards. And our first one is Shamble. Play this card to move a zombie d6 spaces instead of its normal move. Okay. Next card is Bickering. Play this card at the start of the hero turn on any space with more than 1 hero in it. All characters in that space lose their hero turn, may not do anything at all. They do not need to fight zombies there. Okay, and the third one is Nowhere to Hide. That's play immediately. Immediately reveal and discard the top 10 hero cards. If this discards the last hero card, the heroes automatically lose. Okay, well, we'll pull those 10 cards. And those 10 cards are revealed to be a pistol, hunting knife, too close, survival torch, running shoes, run, I'll see you in hell, rise to the challenge, against all odds, and rise to the challenge. So those cards are in the discard pile. All right. And that concludes the draw new zombie cards step. Now we're going to take the zombies scenario special rule where they're able to move a d6 worth of zombies 1 space in addition to their normal move sequence. They can move a total of 2. So 2 zombies can move 1 space, and I think we'll try to move in on Sam here. That's 1 there, and the second one will be, I think, here. Okay, that concludes that. Now we go to the standard move zombies phase, and each zombie will be able to move a single space. We're going to play a card called Shamble for the zombies, and that will allow them to move 1 zombie d6 spaces. Okay, so we will use it on this zombie in the barn, and he's going to move 5 spaces. Okay, so he's got a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's that movement. Now we'll move these other ones. The zombie with the blood splatter is going to move in. That one will move in here. These will be moving out. There's no zombies in the northwest. There's none in the northeast and none in the southeast. Okay, so all the zombies have moved. Now we're going to go into step 5, fight heroes. And we've got poor Sam in the cornfield with 2 zombies. So he's going to have to fight both of them. They're in the cornfield, so they have to roll a 4 or greater to find Sam in the corn. So we'll start out with the blood spray zombie, and he'll see if he can find Sam. He's got to roll a dice, and on a 4 or greater, the combat can proceed. He rolled a 4, so he does find Sam, and we're going to roll a d10 and see if there is a fight card available for that zombie. Rolled a 6, so we have no fight card. So we do have the blood spray. And what's going to happen with that is if the zombie is killed in the same space as a hero, that card can be applied to any hero in that space, and it will remain in play. The next time that they take a wound, they would become a zombie hero instead. So we'll roll up that fight. Sam has no cards that will help him with the combat, so each will be rolling their standard dice, 2 for Sam, 1 for the zombie. And here's the roll. Okay, that's a tie. The zombies win on ties. So what we're going to do then is Sam is going to play the near miss card. Play when a hero is about to take a wound. Prevent that wound on a d6 roll of 3+. And before that can be played, the zombies have a card called End of the Line. Anytime a hero event card is played, roll a d6. On a 6, cancel the card. All right, so we're going to do that first. We'll see if that card is canceled. It's not. So now we can see if the near miss got through. If it did, then that would prevent the wound for Sam. Otherwise, he will be the second zombie hero. Here's the roll. He rolled a 6, so the near miss was good, and that prevents the wound to Sam. Thank goodness. All right, so that's that first combat. The second combat is the green zombie attacking Sam. First, we'll find out whether he finds him in the corn. And he did. It was a roll 4 or greater. And we'll find out if that zombie has a zombie card. Rolled an 8, so no zombie card. And it's a standard roll then. 2 dice for Sam, 1 for the zombie. Here's the roll. And Sam has doubles. And he rolled higher than the zombie. So he kills that zombie with his bare hands. Boom. Fantastic. Sam is going to earn a XP. And he's going to use that XP along with his other 2 here to get a hero upgrade card. And I think Sam is going to choose a melee card. And this is his card. He has improvised weapon. The hero may spend an experience token to use the combat bonus of any hand weapon in the hero card's discard pile during a fight. And then he can boost that by allocating 2 XP to once per fight the hero may use their improvised weapon ability for free. Okay, so that's pretty good. We'll give that to Sam. He's used those XP. We'll give that card to Sam. And that ends the zombie step 5 fight heroes. We'll return the dead zombie to the pool. And then all that remains now is place newly spawned zombies. So the zombies will roll a d6 and they'll get that many spawn points. They rolled 5, so they're going to get 5 spawn points, and I think they're going to use these for standard zombies. So they're going to place 5 of them on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and there are no more fires on the board, so that will complete the zombie turn. We'll go into our hero turns now. Okay, and we'll start out with activating Sam. He's in the cornfield with the blood spray zombie, so we'll roll for movement for Sam. He rolls a 4, so we're going to move him out of there, get him some space, more towards the center of the board maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that will work pretty good for Sam. And that's going to complete Sam's activation. Now we're going to activate, I think, Nikki, and we'll roll for movement for her. She rolls a 5. Okay, we're going to try to get her into the diner, I think, so she can get around maybe the back door. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's in the diner, and that's going to end her turn. Okay, now we're going to activate Victor. We'll roll for movement. He rolls a 1. Okay, well that's enough to get Victor into the airport hangar. And he has a ranged weapon, but there are no zombies in range, so that's going to end Victor's activation. We'll mark him as previously activated. Now we have Sister Ophelia and Agent Carter in the gym. I think I'll activate Agent Carter, and he can try to use his pump shotgun when the time comes. So he'll roll for movement, just in the event that he has a greater. He does have a 6. He rolled a 6. So I'm wondering if there's any place that would be worthwhile for him to go. I guess I'll just leave him there, and he's going to conduct a search. In lieu of that search, he's going to use his Hunt for Information ability, which will allow him to discard 3 cards from the hero deck and draw and keep 2. So we're going to discard 3 cards, which are Get Back, Ye Devils, Fast Learner, and Dynamite. Those are going to be discarded, and Agent Carter will be able to keep these 2. Flashlight and Pitchfork. It's a double-handed weapon. The hero ignores the effects of Lights Out. Anytime a zombie tries to move into the hero's space, they must roll a 4+ on a d6. Otherwise, the zombie's move ends in the adjacent space. The second one was Hero's Rage. Play on any hero that has 2 or more zombies in their space. Until the start of the next hero turn, that hero rolls an extra fight dice and kills any zombie beaten in a fight, even if no doubles were rolled. Limit 1 heroic per card per hero. Okay, so that card we can place in the community pool. Agent Carter has 2 weapons already, but there is the ability to give an item to another character in the same space, and we're going to give that to Sister Ophelia. She currently has a flashlight, but she does not have, this is a double-handed weapon. So I think what she'll do is she can only carry a total of 4 items, of which 2 can be weapons. So this is only 3 items, the double-handed weapon and the flashlight. So that's what we'll do. He'll give that to Sister Ophelia. And then we'll move on to the ranged attack step. And Agent Carter is going to use his pump shotgun. He has a zombie here at a range of 2, and that's what he's going to target. He's going to hit him on a 3 or greater. He does have a reroll option with his Deadeye Shot capability, and laying down the Law card gives him a +1 if he chooses. So here we go. He rolled a 2. That's modified to a 3, and that's a hit. So that zombie is dead. Agent Carter will earn his 3rd XP, and he's going to spend that right away to pick up another hero up. He can't. That would cost him 1 more. So he's going to have to hold on to those hero upgrades, the one that he has, and he'll hold on to this XP for later. We'll make a roll for his pump shotgun. That would be discarded on a roll of 1 or 2. He rolled a 1, so the pump shotgun is out of ammunition, and that will have to be discarded. All right, so we'll get rid of the zombie, put him back in the pool. Pump shotgun will go to the discard pile, and that will end Agent Carter's turn. We'll mark him as previously activated. And that leaves Sister Ophelia. We'll roll for activation for her. That's a 6. Now she has the pitchfork, and that is able to ignore the effects of lights out. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to move 1, 2, 3. And now that she's in the high school, she can utilize this exploration token, and that is a free search. And Sister Ophelia finds recovery, event, first aid. Play on any hero except during a fight to heal 1 wound from them. Well, I think we're going to play that immediately, and she's going to play that on Sam. And Sam will be able to recover 1 of his wound tokens, giving him 2 wound boxes now that are available. So we'll discard that card, and that helps out Sam a little bit. And that's going to conclude the turn for the heroes, and we'll move on to another zombie turn. Okay, we'll start the next turn. That's a zombie turn, and step 1 is move the sun track. We're down to 2 turns left. Now we're going to draw some zombie cards. And we'll draw 3 new cards. First one is There's No Time, Leave It. The zombie player may choose any card from the hero card's discard pile and remove it from the game. All right, well, we'll take a look through those, and we'll probably play that one right away. And they're going to use that card to discard the hunting rifle. That's probably one of the more dangerous weapons against the zombies. So they're going to discard that from the game. And now we'll activate Sister Ophelia. She's in the high school. We'll roll for movement for her. She does have speed, so she's able to roll 2 dice and take the better of the 2 rolls. She rolls a 6 then. That's the higher of the 2, so she has a movement of 6. And I think I'll move her into the diner with Nikki. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there she's able to exchange some items with Nikki. And I'm going to give the flashlight from Sister Ophelia to Nikki. And that's going to conclude Sister Ophelia's turn. And I think we'll activate Agent Carter now. We'll roll for movement for him. He rolled a 2. He's kind of trapped in there. He can't get out the door without fighting that zombie. And if he moves into the high school with lights out, he'll have to stop. There's not much choice in the matter, so I'm going to move him 2 spaces into the high school, and the lights out will force him to stop movement there. And he has no ranged weapons currently, so his turn is going to end. And that leaves us with Nikki and Victor. Victor is going to, we'll activate him, and he's going to roll for movement. He rolls a 6. Okay, so Victor has 6 movement points. And I think what he'll do, he has no wounds, so he has some ability to take some damage. I think he's going to move out in the open. 1, 2. And he's going to use his pump shotgun, and has a range of 2, and he's going to target that zombie there. And here's his pump shotgun roll. He will hit the zombie on a roll of 3 or greater. He did. So that zombie is killed. Victor is going to gain an XP, and that is going to end Victor's turn. We have to roll for the ammo on the pump shotgun, and on a 1 or 2 it'll be out of ammo. Whoops. He rolled a 1, so the pump shotgun is out of ammo. That'll get discarded, and that will end the turn for Victor. Okay, and then all that's left is Nikki. She's currently in the diner. She'll roll for movement, see what she has available to her. She rolls a 5. I think we're just going to leave her there, and she's going to search the diner. And she finds garden shears. It's a double-handed weapon. Has a combat bonus. The hero rolls an extra fight dice. If the hero rolls a 6 on any of their fight dice, the zombie is instantly killed. Okay, that's a pretty good item. And she would have to drop something though, because she has a push broom, which allows her to win on fights on a tie, and a flashlight. So that's 3 items right now. And I think what she'll do is she's going to drop the flashlight, or she can give that back to Sister Ophelia. That's probably the best option. She'll hand that back to Sister Ophelia, and she'll keep the garden shear. So she's full encumbrance right now. She has a double-handed item and a double-handed weapon. And that's going to end the hero turn, and I think we'll end. Okay, we'll start another zombie turn. We begin with Move the Sun track. It's down to 1 turn. And now we're going to draw new zombie cards. First one is Fire. Play immediately. Fire breaks out. Place a fire marker in any empty space adjacent to a zombie. Okay, well, I suppose we'll put it here. It's a good spot. Okay, second card is Night That Never Ends. Play immediately. The zombie player chooses a card title from any card in the zombie discard pile, then shuffles all copies of that card from the discard pile back into the deck. The hero player may do the same for the hero card discard pile. All right, we'll have to look through those and select those. Okay, the zombie has selected the Shamble cards, so they're going to be putting 3 cards back into the main deck. And the heroes have selected Pump Shotgun, and they have also 3 copies that were in the discard pile, and those will be shuffled back into the main deck. And their final card is going to be Shamble. Play this card to move a zombie d6 spaces instead of its normal move. Okay, that card will go into their supply. The other 2 have been already played. And that ends step 2, draw new zombie cards. We're going to use the scenario special action for the zombies. They can move d6 number of zombies 1 space out of sequence. He rolled a 1, so only 1 zombie. And, well, I suppose we'll have this zombie chase after Agent Carter. And now it's the Move Zombies step. They're going to play a card called Shamble, and they'll allow a zombie to move d6 spaces. And here's the roll. 1. Okay, well, that doesn't help much. This zombie here will move 1 space. And we'll get rid of that card. Zombie will move 1 here, there, 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 there. And that should be all the zombies. Okay, that's the movement. There are no fight heroes sequence this turn. So we're going to move on to place newly spawned zombies. We're going to roll a d6, and that's our number of spawn points. A 1. Okay, so 1 zombie will be returned to the board, and well, I guess we'll place it here in the junkyard. And then we just have a fire phase. If there were any existing fires, we would check to see if they spread. There aren't, so we're going to move this over to an existing fire. And now we'll switch to a hero turn. Okay, I'll begin by activating Agent Carter. He's currently in the high school. There's a lights out token in that location, so that's going to limit Agent Carter to just moving 1 space, and I think that's what he's going to do. He'll get a little ground between himself and the zombies. And that's basically all that he can do. So we're going to end Agent Carter's activation there. I'm going to activate Sam next, and Sam will roll for movement. He rolled a 2, so we'll try and get some space from between him and the zombies. He'll move 2 spaces to the east, and that is going to end Sam's activation. Okay, the next is Victor. Victor will roll for movement. He rolled a 5. Okay, I think Victor will move 1, 2. Have a move there. Victor has no ranged weapons that he can use. He does have dynamite, but he has no fire source with which to light those. So we're going to just end Victor's activation there. Okay, then we have Nikki and Sister Ophelia. Nikki is going to waive her movement, and she's going to draw a hero card. She draws Climbing Rope. Allow yourself or another hero to move through an adjacent wall touching your space. After each use, breaks on a d6 roll of 1 or 2. Okay, Nikki has room. She can carry that. No, she cannot. She has 2 double-handed weapons, a push broom and the garden shears. So that's going to use up all of her carrying ability. She could pass that off to Sister Ophelia. Sister Ophelia has a double-handed item, the flashlight and pitchfork, and a flashlight. So she can technically take that. I guess she will. We'll give that to Sister Ophelia. And that will end Nikki's activation. And all we have left is Sister Ophelia. She is going to waive her movement, and she's going to search the diner. And she draws Too Close. It's an event. Play when a hero is about to take a wound. Prevent that wound on a d6 roll of 3+. That hero may immediately move 1 space in any direction, ignoring walls. All right, we'll put that into the inventory for the heroes. And that is going to end the hero phase. And now we would start another zombie turn, but unfortunately the first step is move the sun track. That would move it to sunrise. And that means that the heroes have survived until morning. They've only lost 1 hero, which was Father Joseph. And the other heroes are wounded, but they're still alive. So the heroes have won the Left Behind scenario. Well, thanks for joining me on this playthrough, and I hope to see you on other future videos. So have a good evening, and happy gaming.